Welcome to Maths Genius. Today we will be covering an important topic in the maths portion. Welcome to the lecture series of Maths Genius, and today we will be covering an important topic, that is percentage. Now percentage has many dimensions when it is tested in the exams. First and foremost is the simple questions like percentage of a number. Right? It can be directly calculated, like for example 50% of 100 of x, whatever it is. This is a very simple one, right? Now what this percent means? Percent basically means that 1 upon 100, you multiply the term which is with it by 1 over 100. So for example, if you are asking 50% of 100, that is very basic question. So we are ending up with this. Here is 50. So now if it's that simple, then why most of the students dread this thing, percentage? Because percentage goes into very advanced questions. And that's the key, right? So from the simple one, okay, percentage of a number 50% of 100, that is equal to 50. Then if I say that if 20 is 90% of a number, find the number. That's how you go in percentage, right? This is the first step. This is a very basic. You were given the scenario, and this is how we calculate things in our daily life as well. But now when this thing is given, that if 20 is 90% of a number, then find the number. So how can I form this equation? Now it says 20 is the result. So I am putting equals to 90% of a number. I have stated 90% means upon 100. Of means multiply in maths. Of a number we don't know, so we are taking x as a number. If you look at my previous lectures of one word problems and two word problems, so two variable or one variable problems, you will come to know that how to solve it. Now in order to calculate, we will be doing what? 100 multiplied by 20 over 90, cross multiplication, right? Some people have a tendency of making simple mistakes in it as well. So 100 into 2, 200 over 9, or it would be 2 whole, then 2, sorry, this is 2, then 2 carry 22, and 2 whole over 9. That is the answer. But again, if we are looking at percentage, then we will be also looking at different dimensions of percentage. I am saying dimensions, some people call it applications, right? So different applications of percentage, that how that can be used. Now if you look at the percentage increase and decrease, this is the second, you can say second stage, and you will find out that if x is increased by 30% and sold for 150, now this is something else, right? This is like selling price, cost price scenario, but just not going over there because we will be covering it later on. If I say if x is increased by 30%, right? So how can we increase something? Look, percentage is always like 100%. For example, if there is 10 rupees you have, and if I say that you will receive 30% more, so what does it mean? कि 10 रुपए है आपके पास, 10 रुपए का आपने 30% लिया, तो आपके पास 3 रुपए आ गए, ये 0 0 कैंसिल हुआ, ये आपके पास 3 रुपए और आ गए. सो 10 रुपीज थे, फाइनल वैल्यू आपके पास कितनी बन गई? 13 रुपीज हो गई. Similarly over here, if a number is increased by some percentage, so what I have done over here, I have done simply that I have added 30% in the 100% initial, and I have got what? 130%. Now if I add this thing, if I multiply this thing to the original value, that is x, so I am left with x multiplied by 130 over 100, and this is sold for what? This is sold for 150. So now this is equivalent to 150. So 150 over 100 multiplied by 100, again cross multiplication. This is x divided by 130 equals to x. Okay. So let's have a simple question to look at. For example, if Tanya's salary, right, initial salary I am saying, raise from or increase from 25,000 to 27,500. So what would be the percentage increase? This is a very simple question, but it is often tested in the exams. So you guys have to be very particular about it. Okay. So what has happened? The salary increase from this. So how can we check whether there is a percentage increase? Of course, when the salary has increased, so there will be a percentage increase. So how I can calculate it? For example, first of all, I would be taking the difference, right? To make sure that whether what's the increase, right? So I am subtracting these things. So I am left up with 2500 rupees, right? Now the difference is calculated final minus initial, and for percentage or for ratios what we do, divide by initial, and for percentage what we will be doing, multiply by 100. So final value is 27,500, initial value 25,000. So we have got 2500 divided by initial value, it is 25,000, and we are multiplying it by 100. So simply we can come to the conclusion that it is what, 25 times 1, 25 times 1, so 10%. So this is a very basic question. Similarly, if another question, for example, if we look at it, for example, a person bought home, and a person bought a home for $30,000, right, 30k, and sold it for like $60,000. So again, is there a percentage increase or decrease? Obviously there is an increase because the price has increased. How we will calculate it? Simple. F minus initial divided by initial, multiply by 100. So final is 60. I am putting 30 multiply by 1000. This is sometimes how I do it. Okay, initial is 30 multiply by 100. This is cancelled. Okay, and initial is 30. These three zeros are cancelled. Okay, so what we are left with? We are left with 30. I solved it. The above thing becomes 30. Divide by 3 into 10, so it is 100%. But these are very simple questions, right? How about if something has decreased? For example, if I say you bought a thing for $40, you sold it for $25. So is there a percentage increase or decrease? We don't know until we use this formula. Final is less than initial, so of course it will be a negative sign. Divide by initial is 40, multiply by 100. So I am getting a negative sign at the top, and negative sign basically indicates that the percentage has definitely decreased. 5 2. So 15 times 5 is what, 75, 75 over 2. So 37.5 negative percentage. Okay, I hope you guys are understanding this thing, that this is a percentage decrease. Now they have made some variable things. For example, if there is a k% increase, right, increase or decrease, so how you would solve it? So we will be simply doing 100 plus k% or 100% plus k% multiplied by the initial value, you can say, or whatever the value there is, to find the final increased value. Similarly, 100% minus k% multiplied by initial value, and have a final decreased value. Right? Once we are given the values, it is pretty easy, but when we are not given the values, so then it becomes difficult. तो उस वक्त important होता है. सही. अब जैसे इसी से परसेंटेज डिग्री से मैं आपको लेके चलते हैं एक अच्छे टॉपिक की तरफ, और इसके लिए कलर भी सेलेक्ट करते हैं. कलर कौन से है? तो कलर कॉम्बिनेशन है आउट ऑफ सॉर्ट्स टुडे, दिमाग नहीं चल रहा. ये सही. सो डिस्काउंट पे, डिस्काउंट भी क्या होता है? एक तरीके से परसेंटेज डिक्रीज ही है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल एक अप्लायंस है, उसकी जो मार्क प्राइस है वो $400. सही. आप जाते हैं स्टोर के अंदर, आप कहते हैं आपके पास डिस्काउंट लिखा हुआ, स्टोर वालों ने कहा 20% आपको डिस्काउंट दे. जब 20% डिस्काउंट दे रहे हैं तो आप मार्क प्राइस देखते हैं $400. आपने स्टोर के ऊपर जाते हैं, आप यहाँ पे देखते हैं, यहाँ पे लिखा हुआ 20% ऑफ, 50% ऑफ, 50 चले, वन कैन विच सो, लेकिन चले $400 है और 20% ऑफ है. सो व्हाट यू विल बी डूइंग, आप कैलकुलेट उसी को करते हैं. आप कहते हैं ये 400 है, 400 का 20% लिया मैंने, 1/5 आ गया, 5 ये 8 रुपीज आ गया, यानी 80 रुपीज का मुझे क्या मिला? डिस्काउंट मिला. So the amount that I will be paying is 400 minus 80, that is equivalent to 320. ये सिंपल आपके पास अमाउंट आ जाती है कि जो आप पे करना चाह रहे हैं उसको. सही. अब ये कैलकुलेशन तो हम दिमाग में ही कर लेते हैं क्योंकि these are pretty simple कैलकुलेशन. लेकिन अभी जो चीजें हैं उसको हम लोग इसमें चेक करेंगे कि टैक्सेस का कैसे कमाल आता है, कमीशन का कैसा रोल है, इन चीजों का कैसे रोल आता है. तो इसको भी डायरेक्ट कर सकती थी आप, और डायरेक्ट कर सकते हैं. हाउ? फॉर एग्जाम्पल 20% ऑफ है तो 100 माइनस 20 बाय यूजिंग दिस फॉर्मूला डिक्रीज वाला, तो 80% इज लेफ्ट. 400 into 80/100 you will be getting this value directly. तो ये 2 स्टेप पुटर है. इसको वैसे कभी लगाना नहीं चाहिए, लेकिन जस्ट इन केस इफ यू हैव एम्पल अमाउंट ऑफ टाइम देन यू कैन डू दिस थिंग. और ये है डायरेक्टली. One should be able to solve it directly, whether these are GRE, GMAT, whatever exams are those, even in GAT, और जो भी आप लोगों के एग्जाम्स होते हैं, क्योंकि उसमें जो even if you have the calculator available, even after that आप लोगों को करना बहुत ज़्यादा मुश्किल हो जाता है. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment and share this video, and subscribe my channel for more videos and updates.